Hello and welcome back to the Entrepreneur Studios. In this video, we're going to be designing a logo for a web developer. While I was surfing on Pinterest this morning, I found this logo and I was very inspired by it. I'm not sure who created it because I went to the link. It was a Behance link, and it said that this link isn't available. So I like this logo. I like the colors. I like the concept of it, and I definitely like the way it's been presented. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and replicate it, but putting our own spin on it, and basically using a completely different logo, but we're using this logo style. So we're going to create a box. We have our canvas, which is 1,000 by 1,000. So just create a box. Go over to the properties panel. Make sure that the link is selected so it can stay in proportion. But no, sorry, only if you unselect the link if you haven't done it in proportion. Use shift when creating a shape to keep it in proportion. So we're just going to go 1,000, tab 1,000, enter, and then we'll align it on the canvas. We're going to give it this navy-ish blue color, and we're going to go to the layers panel and just lock it so it doesn't move when we're creating our logo. So we're going to go to the text tool, and we're using the font Mont. We're using the extra bold weight, and we're going to, there's two brackets that coders use. We're going to create those. We're going to type those, and then we're going to create outlines to turn our shape into a path. And we're just going to make it bigger so it's easier to work with. Let's ungroup it. And I'm not 100% sure how I want this logo to turn out, how I want it to look. So we're going to experiment. So let's just duplicate it. First things first, we're going to come down here and we're going to change it to this the sky blue color. And then what we're going to do for this one is we're going to create a box. We'll get a box and just cover the top half of the right bracket. Control and C, Control and F. Control and F to paste in front rather than if you click Control and V, it pastes next to it. So Control and C, Control and F, and we're going to intersect. And with that, we're going to come over here now and change it to this green color. See how that looks. Now, obviously, it's looking okay, but there's obviously something missing. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate our green shape, or just copy our green shape, but then use an already selected green shape to cut out of the bottom selected shape. Then we're going to click Control and F to paste in front again. And we're going to move it up by closing Shift and moving up twice. They're just going to delete this, and then we're going to Control C, Control F, Properties panel, and then we're going to flip it horizontally. And then we're going to give it some space also. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, give it 1, 2 space, and we're going to give it that blue color. So here's the start. So that's a start. Now that could be a logo in itself, but we want to carry on. So let's think of how we can innovate on this logo and just try and make it more. It's missing a key factor, which is the finisher, because it's created. The logo is basically created, but it is missing something. Let's go to objects, path, offset path. And what we're going to do is we're going to go -5, and just to see how that looks, we're going to come and we're going to delete the original shape and just keep the offset, just to see what it looks like skinnier. And we're going to take down the spaces. So that looks okay, but still needs something to finish it. So let's go look at an example, what they've done. So what they've done is they have this really nice sky blue to light green gradient, which is how we've also implemented it just without the gradient. So what we're going to try is, let's just duplicate this. We're going to duplicate it and we're going to add into it a gradient. We're going to go to the gradient. It goes from that way. And I was just going to come, okay, we can use this. For the white piece, as you can see, the white color, the white fill starts at the top right. So we're going to go to this green color using the color picker tool. And for the black fill, we're going to use this light blue. It's not really getting the effect because it's too spread out. So what we're going to do is just going to bring it right to there. Maybe bring it there. Still feel it isn't getting the exact effect as we wanted it to get. But for now, what we're going to do is you get, using the rectangle tool, we're going to draw a square or a rectangle. So we're going to draw a square or rectangle over our top right shape. And we're going to just punch it so there's some space there. And what we're going to put here is, let's say it's the developer has a name. Let's obviously he has a name, but what name should we give him? What name should we give him? Let's for now just call him the dev guy. I'm gonna go, just gonna bring him up the font size up to 70, and we're going to just align it to the exact with our green shape. 1, 2. And we're going to distribute it equally in the center, because just so it looks better. We're obviously not going to call it the dev guy, so we're just going to call it studio. We'll just call it dev. And we're going to change this color to this white. Let's see what effect it has on the logo. It could maybe, all we're going to do is going to create outlines. I'm going to object path, offset path the same. We're not going to make it that small though. I'm just going to take it down twice just to make it slightly smaller. And then we're going to delete, 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 and delete those. Just see how that looks. It is a little bit too skinny. I think what we've done is we've taken too much of this shape away. So let's just add some more. We always like to do equal spacing, where equal spacing is very important, because equal spacing can unequal spacing, sorry, can make or break your logo. So that's why we always make sure that everything has the equal spacing that it needs to have, everything equal to each other. Oops, sorry, clicked the wrong one. sorry. So far, that's how our developer's logo looks. It can be definitely improved. So that's one way of doing it. Let's try see if we can work on another way. Go for final try. Let's rotate back to 0 and let's go for final try. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the back to our font. We're gonna make it slightly bigger, and we're gonna type in the word coda in capitals, and we're gonna see if we can manipulate these letters with this with our shape. So let's create outlines. We're gonna make our two brackets a little bit smaller, and we're gonna make our letters this blue color. Control Shift and G to ungroup, and we're going to let's just use Alt and drag to duplicate our text, and Alt and drag to definitely duplicate our brackets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here and see what it looks like if we remove the three lines that make the E, as we're going to replace them with one of our brackets. And let's bring this bracket down here. Make sure it's the same size. Make sure it starts at the top first. If you click on two objects and then you press off the Shift key and click on another object, it will make it the master object or the important object. So if you try to align, then it will align by the object that you've made the important object. Okay, so and let's flip it horizontally. That comes out more like a K rather than an E. Okay, so that one wasn't really good. Okay, so here's our logo Devio that we created it off using this logo. So this is just one way that you can you can modify, you can find the logo, use it, and modify it to be your own logo. That looks kind of neat in itself. It's very abstract. You might not be able to tell what it is, but it looks, I feel like it looks better than this at the top here. So what we're going to do is just move that to the side. This is how logo design is. You come up with your own sometimes. Let's see if I can click Control and see how it will look if we were to, let's go 1, 2. It's just 3. Oh, sorry. 3. Did that pass? No. So what we're gonna do is just gonna keep it like this. I like this. You can tell, you can't tell so much it's a bracket. It may look like a chat icon, but this is very abstract. It may look like a chat icon, but for now, it's okay, because sometimes it's good to have abstract logos where it might be just a little bit, just to make it the logo more exciting, just to make it slightly hard. So slightly hard to understand. Not hard to understand, but just it needs to have the factor that when you finally realize what it actually says, then you can be then you can like kind of like saying, let me take away this grid, hide grid. So now for presenting our icon, we're just going to take this gradient away, and we're going to give this this green color over here, just like how they've done it. And there we have, we're just gonna group this, make it real small. Devio, Devio, and then the icon. We're going to align it with the align tool. Align it to the middle, to the top, to the middle, to the middle, and to the middle, to the bottom. Now you can actually you can present it like this, but I don't actually like the way that the logo is presented, so we can present it in a different way, which I usually present in a different way. First off, I feel like we're going to give the gradient to everything here. We're going to go here, just color pick from this text here, and that should give us the gradient on everything, but we're going to edit the gradient and just drag it like that. And then we're going to just select these. Text stubborn. This text in Illustrator is very stubborn. And there we have, now we have that all our text is now has this gradient color onto it. And we're going to make it slightly bigger and add now just a little tagline. We're going to write change the case to white. Today. And just like that. Just like that. Maybe that. This, we can experiment with this tagline. It looks like we might be able to, if we cut it down to, cut it down to half. We could put it there, make it smaller. $25. I'm going to ungroup this and align it to the bottom. Okay, so Illustrator stubborn text strikes again. And we're going to want to make it reach the edges of the text. Let me show guides and just make sure to keep it in proportion. Never to, there's a bad practice to ever scale editable text. I never scale editable text, but I do scale outlined text that has been converted to a path, because sometimes it's just easier to do so. And that's our logo for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to just find a logo on Pinterest. Just find a logo and just quick time, just create your own version. Just if maybe you're running late for something, you're running short on a new piece for your portfolio, and it's not like a world-class logo, but it's a good logo. It shows a good abstract. It's very abstract, shows some good design thinking, and we've chosen good colors. Obviously, we've copied his colors, but that's what design inspiration is out there. That's what Pinterest is out there for you to find design inspiration. And I hope you like this tutorial. I hope you like the other tutorials that are on our channel. There's new videos every week, maybe 2 new videos every week. Just subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, and I hope you stay tuned.